We say this every year. Amazingly, we have reached the end of the boys' basketball regular season. And for a third year in a row, our regular season finale pits a pair of Hendricks County rivals against each other. The battle for Rockville Road in US 36, 17-4 Danville against the larger but 7-15 Avon Orioles. Thank you so much for joining us on the ISC Sports Network and My Indy TV. Tonight's game presented in part by Bailey and Wood Mortgage Lender, Indiana's hometown mortgage lender. By Ball State University, Ball State, we fly. By Endeavor Communications, frustration-free internet, phone, and managed IT solutions, WeEndeavor.com. By the Indy Card Exchange, Indiana's source for vintage and modern sports cards. By State Bank, banking has never been simpler with State Bank. By Wabash College, visit Wabash College today at wabash.edu. And by WGU Indiana, where ambition never rests. Alongside Jan Bozier, Greg Rakestraw with you, the drum line playing us in tonight. And again, this is a game that you and I have called a handful of times over the years. This is a Danville team that seemingly falls out of bed and wins 15 games every year. They've got some good competition in their sectional this year. They did not win their sectional last year, but once again, Brian Barber has an outstanding team.
You know, there might be some rivalries that are bigger, but I don't think there's any better than when these two get together. And you're right, Danville's won 9 out of their last 10, some of them because they just willed the victory. I got to tell you, I had one, but they're playing really well right now.
They have 2 Division I athletes on their team, and that's one of them you see on your screen right there. That is Brady Ruggles. He is going to play at the Air Force Academy next year, and he's a unique story.
Yeah.
He is a move-in from the Chicago area. Last year, concerned that won't have a chance to have a high school basketball season as a junior, moved into Danville, enjoyed the experience so much, stayed for a second year. He's probably on the fringe of the Indiana All-Star conversation. 6'6" senior, 21 points and 5 rebounds.
Hey, nothing wrong with a 40% three-point shooter moves into your community. He can hit it behind the arc.
The other young man that I know had a showcase game the last time that you saw Danville and a victory at North Putnam last Tuesday, Tyler Dawson, young man whose future is in football. He'll play at Kent State University next year, but Tyler is 3rd in scoring, but leads the team in both rebounds and assists.
I tell you, if you could bottle his energy, we'd be billionaires right now because he does everything that you want. He's not a great shooter, but he still found a way to get 30-some points.
The young man on your screen will also be playing football at Kent State next year. That is Krishan McCray. Went over 1,000 points for his Avon career in their victory on Tuesday against Martinsville. He is one of the leading scorers in the state at 24 points a game.
Yeah, and when you say score, that's exactly what he can do. He can go in the paint, he can shoot from outside, and I look for him to have a really big game tonight.
And this is Krishan's senior night. He is joined by Nick Walker, Timmy Pepper, and Andrew Gray. It is always something special. You know you're playing in your home gym for the final time.
Yeah, it really is. Senior night, super big, and what a career he has had. We have a really nice crowd here. I think we're going to have just a fantastic game.
This is an Avon team that we said a lot of the same things about them last year. Their overall record wasn't great, but you said, you know what, if the breaks fall their way, they can be a difference maker in the postseason. Same thing this time around. They're 7-15. But they got a great draw in their sectional. They're in the same half of the bracket as Plainfield, which is the defending sectional champs, but young this season, but a 500 team, and a Terre Haute South team that is struggling. If Avon can hit their stride, they got a chance to win a section.
Hey, listen, Avon had 5 games in which they lost 5 points or less. They could easily sit here 12-10 versus 7-15. They are a dangerous team right now.
Jan, let's take a look at our LD Smith Plumbing keys to the game. Where do we begin to break this one down?
Well, I think physical play because Danville, the few times I have seen them, just out-physical their opponents. So will Avon match that? Second chance points, another probably category potentially for Danville. Free throws, if this thing's close, Avon might have a shot at that. Avon's just got to make some shots tonight.
Quick check of our coaches. First-year head coach at Avon is Drew Schaus. He's a young man that is not too far removed from his collegiate playing days. He finished at Bethel after playing at Brevard College in North Carolina. Drew was an outstanding high school player at Centerville High School. Brian Barber, on the other hand, the head coach of those Danville Warriors, he is now 17th amongst active coaches in career victories. And of all of the coaches that are actively coaching, he has the highest win percentage of any of the top 20 coaches in the state of Indiana.
You know, we referenced the game we had against North Putnam. His demeanor never changed. His kids knew what they needed to do. He just so well coaches them on the court as well as in practice.
Let's take this quick timeout. We'll come back with starting lineups and opening tip-off in this regular season finale. It's Avon and Danville, and it comes your way next on ISC and My Indy TV.
At Ball State University, our promise is simple: to empower the success of our students. Our students benefit from immersive learning, innovative academic programs, and state-of-the-art facilities. Ball State offers a distinctive yet affordable educational experience and the ideal environment to prepare for a fulfilling career and a meaningful life. We inspire Cardinals to transform their communities, to revolutionize their industries, and to make a difference. We fly. Are you ready to fly?
Again?
Tortured by technology? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with Speed Geeks. Our Speed Geeks are expert technicians ready to rescue you from technology troubles. Our experts are here to get and keep your Wi-Fi running properly. We'll even make sure all of your devices stay connected. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now, because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not
before.
going to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you
oh,
go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
That is Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!
Starting lineup's about to be introduced. There's the Avon Orioles, the Danville Warriors having their starting 5 introduced. We referenced Tyler Dawson, just his name called to the fans assembled here. Braxton Fullwider, 6'2" senior, 6 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists to contest as well. Caden Collins, the youngest member of the starting 5 for Danville, a 6'2" sophomore. Again, there is Brady Ruggles at 6'6", 21 points, 5 rebounds a contest, and as Jan alluded to earlier, a 41% three-point shooter, not to mention 88% from the free throw line, and this is his 2nd season in a Danville Warrior uniform. Now the starting 5 for the Avon Orioles, and again, they'll change it a little bit tonight. All 4 seniors will start. The only non-senior starter is Daniel Eck, a 6'4" junior at 9 points and 5 rebounds a contest. Danville's been scoring 63 points a game. Or excuse me, Avon. Avon's issue this year has been defense. They're allowing 64 points a contest, and we last saw Avon back on January the 19th against Pike in a game where they were beat 89-78.
Yeah, I tell you, and you only allow me to have 3 keys in the game. If I were to have 4, I think tempo will be kind of key here tonight. Danville can put up some big points. Avon doesn't necessarily want to play at that speed. So I really think tempo, who gets the tempo they comfort in, will be a key as well.
The starting 5 introduced for the Avon Orioles. Tonight's game moments away from commencing. I want to thank Josh Larson, the good folks at Avon, for having us out tonight, and a friendly hello from the Avon Oriole as well. And Danville will play in sectional 25 at Frankfort. Avon, part of sectional number 12, that this year is contested at Terre Haute North.
Greg, we have found something louder than me.
The drum
Corps from Avon, they're phenomenal.
Tonight's first quarter presented by State Bank. McCray wins the tip, and it's deemed that it was last touched by a Danville player, so Avon will have the basketball.
Yeah, I really feel like that Avon here at their home court want to get off to a really good start. Key for them, and they've had the turnover bug a little bit too. They got to control the tempo, control turnovers.
Little zone trap here by Danville. This is where we point out that Avon made 18 threes in the win against Danville last year. McCray with the quick putback.
Yeah, and there was a second chance point early, and that's good for Avon.
And it's a Danville squad that has a good amount of size. Dawson has kind of bowled his way in that time, couldn't finish. And you do not have to convince Avon to play at a faster pace. They will play as fast as you want as Walker lays it up and in.
Well, I'll tell you, he made that more difficult than it looked like it was going to be. Nice layup.
Danville Ball Club scoring 69 a contest. So neither team will exactly let the grass grow under the tires tonight. Almost a turnover. It is a turnover. And McCray will draw the foul and shoot two.
Really nice start for the Orioles. They're pushing it. They're comfortable right now doing that. And man, Greg, if they can find some transition points against Danville, that's another feather in their cap.
Immediately a timeout taken by Brian Barber in Danville. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. This 30-second timeout presented by the Indy Card Exchange, where they are actively buying collections from all eras of sports cards. Follow on Facebook and Instagram or go to IndyCardExchange.com for more info and see how you can make money off of your collection.
I really like the way Avon's body language is right now. You can just see that this game really means something to the rivalry, home court, and senior night. They really look like they want to be in attack mode.
There's a rivalry if the student section makes their own T-shirts about the other team.
That's true.
As we just showed you from the Danville student group that made the lengthy trip down Rockville Road to be here today. McCray, a 69% free throw shooter on the season. Avon has a team 64% at the line.
Yeah, and that's why we talked about free throw shooting in the keys of the game, because all the close ones they've lost, free throws have been an issue.
McCray will be a wide receiver when he gets to Kent State a year from now. And Kent State has 3 young men they have recruited from Central Indiana. 2 are playing tonight. All of them are basketball players in addition to football players. As Brayton McMahon, the second leading scorer for the Warriors, gets the first bucket of the game for Danville, and now ball deflected. Pepper can go to the backcourt and get it. Gray, 3 in the corner.
Got it. Well, and you can see what Coach Barber did after that timeout. He didn't like their body language at all. Immediately went to a trap to try to get them more involved.
So Gray, the 3 on senior night, and then Danville turns it over for a second time.
Danville's flat.
Avon has won the last 2 meetings that we have televised between these two. Walker, 3 in the corner, not that time, and rebound corralled by Ruggles, then poked away by Gray, but Ruggles eventually will track it down. Good size for this Danville group. Trailer 3 for Ruggles. Rattles in and out.
Not a bad shot for Ruggles. That's one he hits quite consistently.
As I mentioned, 41%. As a team, Danville makes a little over 5 threes a game. 33% from three-point range on the season.
And Danville in a little bit of a smaller lineup than they have used at times during the year.
Pull-up 3 by McCray is good.
Wow.
And here comes an all-new 5 at the check-in for Danville.
You know, I said it just a few seconds ago. They just look flat. And he's not happy about it.
You know, honestly, they kind of look the same way the last couple of years against Avon. Avon has controlled the matchup the last 2 seasons. Dawson traveled for any contact. 3 Danville turnovers, and here comes the next wave. Evan Lawrence will check in.
Now that looks familiar. I seen a game this week where the line change was every other possession.
That would be the Bethel women. They played the Grinnell style, as is known in small college hoops, where you sub every 45 seconds.
Oh, wow. I never seen anything like that.
Believe me, this wasn't planned for Brian
No,
Barber.
I don't think so. Listen, I need more of the attack mode out of you guys.
First Avon turnover. By the way, Ethan Duke also in there for the first time for Danville. Freshman Jace Scrafton getting some minutes. Cameron Beatty also in there for Danville.
Danville with a much larger lineup in now, Greg.
Lawrence, or Duke rather. And then 3 seconds called against the Warriors.
Boy, Danville just making mistake after mistake right now.
Danville has 10 players in uniform, so if you made the trip, you're in the game already if you're a Danville Warrior.
Now the key for Avon right now is take advantage of this lead right now.
Pepper the 3, not that time, but McCray the rebound. And Danville's rebounding out of this zone is atrocious at this point. McCray, runner, no. And finally, a pull down for Danville.
Well, but 2 and 3 extra looks at it. There's those second chance opportunities we talked about.
Scrafton eventually comes out of there with it. Now Lawrence going to be called for an offensive foul. Evan Lawrence, a 6'7" sophomore, and Danville with 5 turnovers in the game's first 4 minutes. And here comes the starting 5 right back in for Danville.
Wow, Coach Barber sending a message right now. Listen, you're going to play to where the level I want you to, or we're probably going to be rotating quite often tonight.
Brian has had 10 consecutive seasons of 15 or more wins at Danville. Over 400 wins exclusively at Danville, approaching 450 for his career. Walker hits a 3. It is an 11-point lead for the Orioles. Ruggles will pull for 3, and that's good.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You want your players to really come through. He's a senior, and yet right now it's at a time where you want your seniors to step up.
Second made field goal for Danville.
Danville in this 1-3-1. You're in a 1-3-1 because you're not satisfied with your defensive effort in a lot of cases.
McCray finds a seam and finishes. Rashad McCray with 7.
Avon just going inside and outside, doing just about whatever they want to right now.
And it's an Avon squad that, as a larger school, plays of a better level of competition as Collins hits the 3.
Couple big threes now for Danville. Maybe that'll get them going here.
So even though the records are separated by some 10 wins, talent-wise, there's not that big of a gap
I would
between
agree.
these 2 teams.
I would agree.
Pepper, the floater, no. And Dawson, the uncontrolled rebound.
Really good look.
Pass to Collins.
You know, that's seeing the floor. That's what you want your players to do. Always have their head up and looking down the court.
Again, Dawson is more of a power forward, but leads this team in assists. All poked away by Fullwider. Or McMahon, rather.
How about that?
His layup is good, and all of a sudden, Danville's right back in it. Those 7 in a row by the Warriors. They have cut the lead to 3.
You know, every coach is a little different. Barber rarely changes his, but when he makes changes like that, I think they got the point.
So the Warriors have answered. Walker for 3.
Boy, Walker's feeling it. Hey, get the ball in his hands. Get it in the shooter's hands. He's feeling it.
Avon on the season makes about 6.5 threes a game. They've already made 4. As I referenced earlier, they made 18 in beating Danville last year. Ruggles the miss. Five-out offense here for the Orioles.
Danville back to a man-to-man, Greg.
Walker again.
Absolutely.
Walker again.
Absolutely. Give him the ball.
He is a 39% three-point shooter. He averages 5.5 a game. He's got 11.
Man, when a guy's feeling it, give him the ball.
On the pull in the lane, shot goes for McMahon.
Good patience that time. Seen that paint open and got in there.
Well, Danville has figured out the offensive end. Defense giving them some fits right now. Danville part of the Sagamore Conference. This year, Lebanon and Southmont shared that league title. For the Mounties, it's their first share of the Sagamore Championship in 36 years in the league. Rebound by Dawson on Walker's miss.
Bad pass.
6th Danville turnover. That's Eck who has his hands on the ball. And then a hand check foul called. Just the third foul whistled of the half. McMahon will pick up the whistle.
You know, all things considered for Danville with the number of turnovers and really kind of the way they play, they're not in that bad a shape. A couple threes really kind of bailed them out there.
Denny Pepper will check out. Aiden Chavis will check in for Avon. And that can throw that all the way to the backcourt. McCray will go track it down. You would expect the Orioles to hold for one here. McCray will do so with 20-ish seconds.
But for a team that averages, Greg, around 60 plus, you'll take 21 out of the gate any day of the week.
Full wider giving him plenty of space. McCray's going to have to go from 23. That one wide right, and that's the end of the quarter. Avon didn't miss many of those in quarter number one. They lead by 7. Presented by Endeavor Communications. You're watching on ISC and MyIndy TV.
The 2022 Big Ten basketball tournaments return to Indianapolis as Gainbridge Fieldhouse hosts the annual celebration of Big Ten hoops. The women's tournament runs March 2nd through the 6th, and the men's tournament tips off March 9th through the 13th. Tickets are on sale now, so contact your university ticket office or head to big10.org for more information. Catch all the action and be there as the conference's top teams battle this March for the Big Ten tournament title in Indianapolis.
The drive, the take, fouled, and it goes!
Lobbing it to the back of the end zone. They're going to say it's a touchdown.
Left foot gets through. Goal for Vargas. Hamilton will score! Orioles enjoying a 7-point lead, and they got some glorious mains on that Orioles team this year as well. Tonight's game presented in part by Forum Credit Union. They've been helping people live their financial dreams for over 80 years with innovative products and services. Visit them today at forumcu.com.
Well, Danville playing all kinds of players here early to find the 5 that they're going to settle in with here.
Nice move by Ruggles and finishes.
Boy, and Ruggles has, if there's been a player play pretty solid, it's been him.
Last year, Air Force recruited 2 players from the state of Indiana. Vincent Brady of Cathedral, Jake Heidrudder of Floyd Central. Ruggles will join that group in Colorado Springs in the fall. Back to a 5-point game. This little 1-4 low set. Let McCray go to work, and it works very well. McCray gets fouled. Now we'll see if he can convert from the free throw line.
You're going to have some backside help with him because he's so quick on his first step. If you don't get backside help, you're going to put him at the free throw line all night long.
Tonight's game presented in part by Wabash College, home of the nation's #1 ranked alumni network and the 3rd ranked internship program. 2 great reasons to consider a campus visit this winter. When you visit, you'll learn that Wabash is also nationally ranked for the excellence and accessibility of its faculty, the classroom experience, and its athletic facilities. Make an appointment to visit Wabash today. Take a tour of the new Little Giant Stadium. Call 765-361-6100 or log on to wabash.edu. And McCray is 0 of 4 from the stripe.
And Avon's leaving a lot of points on the floor right now. They could really have extended this lead.
Put back by Dawson. Again, he had a game-winning putback last Tuesday against North Putnam. Since that time, Danville lost to Crawfordsville.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good ball club, though. I mean, what are they, 16-5, I want to say?
They're one of the favorites in sectional 25 this year. That played up at Case Arena. Another board by Danville. A 3 can tie it this time down. And Dawson, they're going to be called for an offensive foul.
That was pretty close. The referee gave him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not sure he was totally set. I'm not going to question that, but that was close.
A couple of 3 weeks from now, Dawson will be, well, that'll be a good thing for him when he knocks somebody over.
Well, you mentioned the players going to play football. They didn't get good players. They got some great players.
Yes. Of course, Tyler, part of the state runners-up last year at Danville, losing to Bishop Chatard in 3A.
Dawson has one level, and it's just all out, regardless what sport it is.
Walker.
Oh, man. You have one of those nights. You just dream about maybe having one of those nights, and how about senior night?
This is where I let the Walker family know that DVDs and digital downloads are available for purchase. And you log on to ISCSportsNetwork.com. You'll want this as a memento. Nice move by McMahon.
So on cue.
Never miss a chance for Mojo.
You're the best at it.
McMahon with an and one opportunity here. McMahon now leads the way for Danville with 8. Evan Lawrence will check back in. Elijah Collier in for Avon. Let's take a look at McMahon's 4th bucket of the game.
Well, a little crossover dribble, and once again, nobody stops ball and just allows him. You allow a player to get that deep. Not much you're going to do but fouling.
But no one successful from the free throw line so far as Danville left that one short. McCray couldn't finish with the left hand. Scrap for the loose ball. McMahon had it but stepped on the baseline out of bounds to Avon.
Danville slowly but surely creeping right back in this thing. They have this magical ability to sometimes just be a little flat and then find their passing gear.
By the way, Jordan Lomax in for Avon. Lawrence had the steal and then was fouled by an Oriole. Just the second Avon turnover.
That's why it's so important for this Avon ball club. That's why we talked about free throws in the beginning. That's one part of their game has really kind of hindered them this year.
Yeah, Danville much better at 72%. Scrafton back in there too. Nice feed to Lawrence, who couldn't finish.
That was a great feed. That's a tough pass, and he just bozeyed it. Use the glass.
So Avon the ball in a 4-point lead. Walker, heat check, still warm.
How about that? That is so fun when a kid feels it and has the willingness to listen, I'm feeling it, I'm going to take it and hit it.
His number of made threes matches his uniform number 5. And that was got to be something.
Apparently not.
Ought to be a foul or a travel. It was neither.
Kind of what I was thinking.
We play on. So bump that number of made threes up now for Avon to 7 in tonight's game. Here's Lomax.
Yep.
Fouled before the shot, wave off the shot. That's now 2 on Tyler Dawson.
Well, once again, they overload the one side and leaves that paint wide open. And if you don't get backside help, Avon just way too quick on the dribble drive. See, nobody from backside comes over. And it's just a one-on-one.
Lomax, the star of the future for the Orioles. Second leading scorer as a sophomore at 10.5 points a game. Almost a 5-second call.
Danville picking up the intensity here a little bit. Defensively, we talked about, and they have that physical presence, and they're starting to pick it up, Greg.
Timeout called by Avon, a full timeout, so we'll step aside. Orioles, though, maintain a 7-point lead midway through the second quarter. Presented by Endeavor Communications here on ISC and My Indy TV.
That got me awake.
The worm has turned in Logansport.
Look at that play.
The lob underneath, and if you don't get any picture perfect more than that.
That young man will be glad that our cameras were here for tonight's contest. Came back a little quick from that timeout. He missed an alley-oop attempt by McCray that he did not connect upon. But he will have opportunities 5 and 6 from the free throw line, and this one is good. It's his first make in 5 tries. And take a look at what you missed. Set play out of the out-of-bounds play, and McMahon had to give the foul to protect the basket, which is his second. So he and Dawson now each with 2. And McCray line drives
There
that
you
one
go.
home.
A little better arch that time. 9-point lead now for the Orioles.
It has been rare tonight when he has not been the leading scorer, but that is the case right now as Lomax picks up the foul, his second. As McMahon in a full head of steam getting to the lane. And McCray's got 9, but Walker's 17, the story. Walker now getting a breather on the bench for Avon. And then we had some hand-to-hand combat going on in the low block. And Chavis will be whistled for the infraction.
We talked about being physical. Now Danville has certainly picked it up a little bit. And at times they'll get a lot of calls. Sometimes it goes against them. But they have a physical game that they can bring to the table here.
Chavis' second foul. Basket cut by Dawson.
Yeah, that's perfect timing. If that pass is not perfect, no way, he doesn't have enough room.
Just his second field goal. McCray trying to find Lomax. It's going to be Danville ball because as Lomax was efforting the jump ball, his foot was on the baseline. Turnover by Avon, their third. And this has been kind of the ebb and flow of the game. Avon kind of gets that to 9 or 10. Danville starts to reel him back. Orioles jumped out to a 15-5 lead and been playing from in front ever since. Poked away by Pepper, but Dawson able to get it right back. Throws it up on the rim, and he'll get 2 free throws for the effort.
And that's where his physical presence enables him to make a play like that. He was bodied pretty good. He first got that 50-50 ball and then really physical his way up to the rim. Take a look at it here. See, you get the 50-50 ball. Now a lot of contact, still almost made it.
So Dawson leaves the first one a bit short. Indianapolis is the heart of college basketball that every March, the home of the Horizon League Men's and Women's Basketball Championships. 8 teams look to reach the horizon and punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament and the Indiana Farmers Coliseum. Semifinal action takes place Monday, March 7th. Champions crowned Tuesday, March 8th. HorizonLeague.com/Indy has more. So Dawson misses 2. Runner by Pepper, no. And the weak side glass controlled by Ruggles.
Yeah, Danville doing a much better job now on the glass, rebounding.
Danville 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Ruggles from 22 couldn't connect on that one. Pepper stepped on the sideline. Good move, just ran on real estate. Turnovers starting to add up a little bit here for Avon.
They are.
4 now.
And more than that, it's slowly but surely taking their momentum away. A little bit of self-destruction here with turnovers for Avon. They've not been able just to completely capitalize on their really good play.
McCray, the steal, gets it right back. McCray hacked, give it to him.
Yeah.
Because of his strength, it takes a lot to knock him off the ball.
And did you see that little hesitation? Just enough to give himself some separation. Take a look. Here's a nice steal. Now watch a little hesitation. Little right there. And then he goes up and gets it. He's so quick.
If I am the basketball coaches at Kent State, I have to ask.
You got to talk to him, don't you?
Saying, hey, and again, Dawson's a nice high school player. He's also really a 6'3", 6'4", 4. A little bit different. McCray's again, I think, could give them some minutes.
Don't you think they got to talk? Spot. They got to talk to him, don't they?
Krishan can have him call me. I'll vouch for him.
You would.
He's a 3-year varsity contributor here at Avon is Krishan. Poked away by Lomax. Fight for the loose ball. Great hustle.
Can't scoot.
And eventually a timeout given to Danville.
That you can't scoot. That should have been a travel.
It was not. Danville will be the benefactor, and they will take their last 30-second timeout here.
Yeah, you can be on the floor on your back and stay stationary, but you can't travel halfway to Indianapolis and not be a travel. You just can't.
Let's thank our friends at State Bank. 11 locations in Hendricks and Boone counties. We bring banking to a whole new level by completely tailoring the way we work together to fit all of your needs. State Bank. Banking has never been simpler. Visit online, statebank1910.bank.
Greg, I know how much you love soccer.
Yes, sir.
I got my 2 soccer granddaughters watching tonight, Lee and Lexi. They wanted to say hi to you.
Hello, ladies. Make sure Grandpa takes me up on that Indy 11 ticket offer.
Yeah, I've told. They know. Trust me. Why do you think they said Mr. Ringstall? Nothing about me.
April 2nd, Los Dos are coming to town, girls. We'll see you there. Runner does not go, and good rebound by Keelan Moore. Moore is 6'2 junior, averaging 7 points a contest. McCray splits to defenders and finishes. Well, all the points from Avon have come from 3 sources. You wipe away 1, Andrew Gray 3. They've all come from 2 players. It's enough for a 12-point lead.
Well, and the thing that you can't be happy about if you're Danville, a lot of those are at very close range at the bucket.
Ruggles, a good look that missed. A foul against Danville that will lead to McCray getting a look at the other end. 1 plus the bonus. And simply put, Danville is missing some shots here as well.
Boy, they just had times. Well, here they come, and then they just can't complete the comeback. And then all of a sudden, here comes Avon. The concern for me for Danville is they're just allowing Avon dribble drive after dribble drive.
McCray connects. Tonight's game presented by Endeavor Communications. They offer a variety of internet speeds that fit your family or business needs. Surf the internet faster than ever before with internet speeds up to a gig. Log on to weendeavor.com for more information. Well, McCray, after a bit of a slow start by his lofty standards, now up to 16. He has scored the last 10 for Avon. Ruggles misses, but tracks down the loose ball. Acrobatic lay-in for Ruggles.
Ruggles having a pretty good ball game. He follows his shot. Avon doesn't check out. Really smart play.
Now, if you're Danville, your goal is to get this to single digits by halftime, trailing by 12. Great student crowds for both of these two tonight.
Yeah, this is really a nice crowd. People into it. Great facility here at Avon.
Basket cut, layup good
again
by Collier.
Layup after layup after layup.
Well, zone nor man, frankly, has worked for Danville. Pass for Ruggles tipped away. Should be Danville ball, and it will be. And again, part of that is if you go man, I'm not sure Danville has a kid that matches Krishan McCray.
I agree.
If you go zone, Avon's got enough shooters to give you a problem.
Well, Barber's won a whole lot of games than I ever have, so he knows how to bring him back. Let's see if he can do it.
Walker back in. He of the 5 first-half threes and 17 points. The pull from 15, good look that does not go. Last touch by Dawson.
Yep, that's a good call. That's a tough call, but I believe that's the right one.
That was Collins that missed the jump shot. Chance for Avon to stretch what is already their largest lead of the game. I don't think they'll hold for 1 here. Could be wrong about that.
Why wouldn't you? 14-point lead. Why? Even if it stays the way it is, I'd be comfortable with that. Just add to it if I'm Avon, right?
Ball is kicked. Birmingham will check in for Danville. Ashton, a 6'2 senior. Averages right around a point a contest.
You know, we have seen Avon at times through the year play like this. They've been a little inconsistent at times, but certainly they have had the punch power at time to really be a good basketball team.
We say this, there's a couple of teams say this about kind of in the top 10 this year in terms of Cathedral and Ben Davis. Say, hey, their best is as good as anybody in the state. It's just, are you going to get their best every night?
That's a good point. Yep.
Avon is like that the last couple years ago. Hey, it's not there every night, but when they're good, they could be a really good basketball team.
You're dead on.
And we are seeing that tonight. Walker the drive and kick. Lomax camping in the corner. Couldn't make it. Ruggles the rebound, has time. At 2, at 1, from half court. A little bit off. Again, Avon had a quick 10-point lead. Then it was down to about 2 or 3. But once again, the Orioles have responded, and they now lead by 14 going to halftime. 38-24. Back after this on ISC and My Indy TV.
At Forum Credit Union, we help members plan for life's major milestones. Our team of wealth advisors work with members at every stage, from changing jobs and 401ks to creating wealth plans for future generations. Learn more at forumcu.com. At Forum Credit Union, our small business professionals work with local companies to help them prosper. We know that running a small business is more than a full-time job, and our services give you the guidance and support your business needs. Visit forumcu.com to see how.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
The Avon High School dance team about to perform here. Senior night for them as well. 38-24. Senior night has been good to the Avon Orioles. A pair of seniors, Walker and McRae, have combined for 33 of their 38 points. Tonight's game presented by Ball State. Listen to these numbers. Ball State has a 95% placement rate. Ball State has a 16-to-1 student faculty rate, and 80% of Ball State students can qualify for financial assistance. Indeed, we fly at Ball State. Jan, your thoughts on half number one?
Well, I just felt like Avon from the jump ball had just the body language you want them to have. They were aggressive, they got after it, and boy, the people got hot like Walker and really set the course for them to have one of their better halves. On the other hand, Danville, they only had 10 points in that second period, Greg. They are just not playing Danville ball. At times, some three-pointers kept them close, but overall, it's not the Danville ball club we expect.
Orioles looking to make it 3 in a row against their Hendricks County rivals. They lead by 14. Back in 2 minutes on ISC and My Indy TV.
At Ball State University, we welcome you as a learning partner from day one. Our students bring creativity and determination to each aspect of the learning experience, from the classroom to the community. At Ball State, we help students turn an emerging passion into an enduring purpose. Our beautiful campus, welcoming environment, immersive learning, and collaborative culture provide the ideal place for you to pursue your journey to a fulfilling career and a meaningful life. We fly. Are you ready to fly?
The 2022 Big Ten basketball tournaments return to Indianapolis as Cambridge Fieldhouse hosts the annual celebration of Big Ten hoops. The women's tournament runs March 2nd through the 6th, and the men's tournament tips off March 9th through the 13th. Tickets are on sale now, so contact your university ticket office or head to big10.org for more information. Catch all the action and be there as the conference's top teams battle this March for the Big Ten tournament title in Indianapolis.
Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello!
Did it again.
Hello!
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Oh, baby! That got me awake.
The worm has turned in Logansport.
Look at that play.
The lob underneath, and if you don't get any picture perfect more than that.
That young man will be glad that our cameras were here for tonight's contest. We have transitioned from the dance team to the step team. You add that to the drum line, and hey, you know what? The Avon Performing Arts are really good. I know that's not exactly earth-shattering news for those that are familiar with this school corporation. At the break, the basketball team's pretty good tonight, too. 38-24 Avon leading against Danville. Tonight's game presented in part by Bailey & Wood Mortgage Lender, Indiana's hometown mortgage lender. For your home purchase and refinance needs, contact Bailey & Wood, 317-535-4804. Jan, let's talk adjustments. If you're Avon, you're not adjusting a thing. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're Brian Barber, what has to change for Danville?
Well, I think you emphasize a little more inside-outside. You know, Danville's got some height, but at times they're just non-existent. Use that height, get everybody to collapse or at least respect the paint a little more, and that'll help open that outside open.
The step team is doing their thing on the floor. We'll step aside right now. Orioles lead by 14. First half highlights coming your way next on ISC and MyIndy TV.
Indianapolis, the heart of college basketball, and each March home to the Horizon League men's and women's basketball championships. 8 teams look to reach the horizon and punch their tickets to the NCAA tournament at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum. Semifinal action takes place Monday, March 7th, and Horizon League champions are crowned Tuesday, March 8th. Visit horizonleague.com/Indy for more information and to score your tickets today.
Here for the dreamers, the ones who dare to dream big. Here for the doers, the ones who don't just talk about it. Here for the leaders, the ones with a vision for tomorrow. Here for the makers, the ones that get it done with pride. We're State Bank, an Indiana bank providing our style of high-performance, personalized banking since 1910. State Bank, here for you, every step of the way.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not going to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISC Sports Network.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch. Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Brewer jams it home. That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net. A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness. 122.60 for Penn.
What a swim! Six of them.
Let's get right to the highlights. And again, for Avon, it involves a lot of Krishan McCray. That's not surprising. He had 16. The bigger story, though, is that young man, Nick Walker, that was his only 2-point basket. He made 5 threes, and he has 17 points. He averages 5.5 a game.
Yeah, he really came out and just lit it up, and his teammates handed him the ball and said, "Okay, continue what you're doing."
Again, Avon just 7 wins in the season, but again, trying to get some momentum going again. They've got a sectional they can do some damage in. They draw the bye. They don't play again until next Friday. We got either Plainfield or Terre Haute South over at Terre Haute North High School.
You know, and if Walker can continue at least some of that momentum, that gives them another score that they really haven't had but kind of need. And boy, if he could continue to play like this, they really could be trouble.
Danville will get Greencastle, by the way, on Wednesday night. They're trying to get some momentum going in the right direction going into that postseason opening contest. Orioles lead by 14. Third quarter action comes your way next. Presented by Endeavor Communications on ISC and MyIndy TV.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Irritated by your internet provider? Have no fear. Endeavor is here with eForce high-speed internet. Download speed? No problem. Download an HD movie in seconds with our remarkable gigabit speed. Endeavor not only provides the latest fiber optic technology, we're also here to help you use it. We also provide television, wireless, security, and telephone services with outstanding local support. Give us a call or visit weendeavor.com to see if you're in our service area. Endeavor Communications. Technology for real people.
Up to that last name. Wabash has the lead for the first time today. So that was going to be a highlight reel.
Oh, baby! That got me awake.
The worm has turned in Logansport.
Look at that play.
The lob underneath, and if you don't get any picture perfect more than that.
That young man will be glad that our cameras were here for tonight's contest. Clock operator's in a hurry. He has someplace to be tonight.
I guess.
Lopped a few seconds off of halftime to get the third quarter started. You didn't miss anything from a point standpoint. Avon, an alley-oop attempt to Kershawn McCray did not go. Foul whistled against Nick Walker at this end of the floor for Avon. The end of the ball trailing by 14. McMahon versus layup and a foul.
That's the quickest way to get back in a game, is to get to the rim and get contact, and they did. That'll get you quick into a game in a hurry.
So McMahon missed an and one opportunity in the second quarter. And he has paced the Danville offense with 10. Again, he averages 13.5 a game.
Tough shot. Now the key for Avon, can you replicate that good start in the first half in the second half?
So McMahon, the only Danville player in double figures with 11. They've had 4 players score. Same for the Orioles. Isolation for Pepper, letting him go to work. All knocked away from McCray. Kershawn recovers, lets a man fly by and got it.
I'm surprised he didn't move some boards. He stopped so hard. That's a great 2-foot jump stop. Went up strong.
McCray with 18. Backdoor cut. Layup for Caden Collins.
Now all of a sudden inside's becoming a little easy for Danville.
So Collins was 7, right about his average. Danville's offense has not been the problem. It's getting stops is what they're looking to do. Eck able to save that before a turnover. Eventually it will be one.
Yep. Really good pressure this time, Greg, in the front court by Danville. Pressure, you kind of turn it on sometimes, take it off, turn it back on, hoping to catch your opponent a little bit asleep, and they got the turnover.
Danville, last one of this series back in December of 18. Foul away from the ball, McCray, they whistled for it. For many years, this game was played the first Friday in December. This is the third year this has been the regular season finale. These teams also see each other time to time in the Hendricks County Tournament. Dawson, the catch and score.
And just like that, it's a 9-point lead.
7-2 start to the half for the Danville Warriors. Jump stop by McCray. Wouldn't go, but he'll get 2 free throws. And McCray missed his first 4 from the line. He has made his last 5, and a good sign when your leading scorer is taking free throws 10 and 11
right
early in the third quarter.
You know, they've got him listed at 5'11", but he plays like he's 6'3" in the inside sometimes.
Tonight's game presented in part by LD Smith Plumbing, proud supporter of Indiana high school basketball. Visit their website at ldsmithplumbing.com. LD Smith Plumbing, we are water's boss. One senior note, Mark Bless, great football coach here at Avon. He and I had a chance to catch up before the game. Knowing that Kershawn was going to play wide receiver in college, he moved him to wide receiver this year, but he's got a background as a running back.
Right.
So you kind of see that when he drives to the basket.
And here's the guy who can make it happen quickly. I thought of all Danville players, Greg, I thought he played pretty well in that first half.
Ruggles' second made 3. He's got 10. It's an 8-point game.
It's a big possession for Avon.
Walker for 3.
That's huge.
Still warm from half number 1.
About the time Danville was knocking on the door, he answered the bell.
Ruggles at the other end, and my friend, we have stepped into open gym territory.
Yeah, Avon went to sleep there.
Ruggles with a dozen.
Getting a little sloppy defensively, really, for both ball clubs.
At the other end, Walker, 20 points, 6 threes. Turnover by Avon. Austin, nice slip. Ruggles lays it in. 7-point game.
Avon needs a timeout. There it is.
30-second timeout given to Avon. We'll keep it right here, but it's back to a 7-point game.
Well, it's a good thing Avon hits this 3. Clearly, Danville has stolen the momentum, and boy, it's a good timeout because everything was downhill for Danville.
Like the no call there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I completely agree.
This 30-second timeout presented by WGU Indiana, the state's fully accredited online university, offering bachelor's and master's degrees in business, IT, teaching, and nursing at a fraction of the cost of traditional four-year institutions. Since 2010, WGU Indiana has created pathways to opportunity for more than 13,000 Hoosiers. WGU Indiana's competency-based model was designed with the flexibility to meet you where you are in life. Learn more about the University of U at WGU.edu.
Well, you can't let your defenses go to sleep or it negates all the good offense you had.
McCray lost it. Then Ruggles nearly gives it away. McCray fouled. Ruggles got him clean. It was from behind that Fullwider hit him. Free throws coming up for Kershawn McCray.
Well, love the hustle. Both players really getting on the floor, getting after it. These are getting just a little sloppy, but still hustling hard.
What a night for Avon. They've got two young men sitting on 20 points with 13 minutes left to go. McCray making up for lost time at the free throw line. Gets that one to roll home too. So 47-38.
Oh, did you see the hands?
McCray, yep.
Did you see the hands?
He's got 24.
Those are lethal weapons, man. He had that so quick he didn't know what hit him.
Last time we saw Kershawn, he had over 30 in the loss to Pike. And Avon has kind of squelched the Danville run down to 11. Four seniors have all touched the ball in this possession.
Well, both teams staying in the man-to-man now, just trying to man up. Let's see who wins this battle.
Austin had it poked away.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
He touched it last.
He sure did. That's a good call by the official.
Turnovers have slowed for Danville. Now that is their 8th of the game. Fullwider will take a break as replacing him in the lineup is Scrafton, freshman. 5 points of contest. McCray perhaps travel the ball. Pepper got it.
Wow. Both teams just really exploiting the paint. Everything is layup city right now.
51-38.
Another layup.
You were saying?
Yeah, it just, let's call it what it is. It's not very good defense on either ball club right now.
Now, you're not selling this in the defensive clinic.
No, you're not. I mean, you've got to talk, you've got to switch, you got to double up, you got to get some backside help.
One of the longer possessions we've seen in a while. McCray will change that. And rebound by McMahon. Goes 84 feet, kind of threw that at the rim so a teammate could get it. And more often than not, that teammate is Tyler Dawson.
Yeah, that's what he does as good as anybody. And that's that second chance points.
Right back. Off the window. Oh, my. McMahon with the acrobatic effort for an and one opportunity.
I'm thinking that Danville's taking advantage a little bit of this up and down stuff. You get one here, it's down to 6.
Chavis will check in for Avon. Going to replace Timmy Pepper. So McMahon with 13. Danville not far away from having 4 players in double figures at this juncture. All of their points have come from their top 4 scorers tonight.
Any ball club that gets out to that huge lead, you really got to be smart, and you don't have to just take anything and everything.
But as a team, Danville is 1 of 5 from the stripe. Eck!
Hello. Fight the crowd like that, didn't they? And I get it. I like it too.
Drop the hammer. Ruggles for 3. Not that time. Now McCray. Off the window. Got it.
That's a tough degree of difficulty.
26 for McCray. Timeout taken by Danville. It'll turn into a full timeout. Let's take it with him. 2:39 to play, third quarter. McCray's got 26 points as Orioles lead by 11 on ISC and My Indy TV.
Brewer jams it home. That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net. A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Whoa, my goodness. 122-6-0 for Penn.
What a swim! Six of them.
Thank our tremendous ISC Sports Network crew, Jordan Shue, Dennis Glover, Sam Waugh. Thanks to Alex Hadley, Becca Kelly, and Logan Wong tonight. Alongside Jan Bozier, Greg Rakestraw with you. First bucket of the game, mighty impressive. The lefty slam puts the Avon lead back to 11. Man from 16, not that tough.
Good hustle. That's a hustle play.
Lomax back in there now for Avon, yet to score tonight. They'll try to fix that right now, and does.
That's a rainmaker. He averages almost 11. Big one there.
9 made threes for the Orioles. Dawson knew he had a mismatch. And there are 3 or 4 kids for Danville that are a real problem at the 3A level, trying to get them stopped. Now for the Warriors, it's about getting stops. It's been the same issue all evening long. Backdoor cut into beauty. McCray couldn't get the finish. He will draw the foul, and that's a big one because that's 4 on McMahon.
Yeah, this is a really nice play. The little head nod set him up, and a quick back cut, and man, he about brought the house down on that one.
So as McCray goes back to the free throw line, let's thank our friends from the Indy Card Exchange. They're actively buying collections from all eras of sports cards. Follow on Facebook and Instagram or go to IndyCardExchange.com for more info and see how you can make money off of your collection. Make it 27 and 28. The young man that crossed the 1,000-point threshold in his career.
That is athleticism prime time.
Lead back to 14, which what it was at halftime. Ruggles from 17.
You know, Ruggles stops on a dime as well as anybody for that jumper. He really can get that defense leaning back with that hard 2-foot stop.
And at 6'6", he can rise above most defenders guarding him too.
I like his game a lot.
McCray and 1. I think he is in the running for 40 tonight. He's at 30. With 9 minutes left to play.
He continues to make a statement that he has the ability to do what he wants when he wants. The key, Greg, if he can continue to do that, they may make some noise. You just don't know.
He grows to 15.
That's pretty good defense by Avon.
That's Lomax, but then just a step too far. Bumped full wider.
I really thought that possession defensively, Avon really got down in stances and really played some pretty good half-court defense.
Orioles trying to make it back-to-back wins this final week of the season. Heading into postseason play, they'll make the drive to Terre Haute North next Friday. That's sectional. Mooresville, Brownsburg, Plainfield,
Good
Avon.
pass.
Lawrence the layup.
That's an excellent, excellent pinpoint pass.
Lawrence's first basket. Averages 4 and 4 a game. Lomax, not that time, and they're going to get Chavis for the push. This will be his 3rd foul.
Now, Danville drew Greencastle. That's the same team that put them out last year. Not near the same Greencastle ball club.
Because there's a young man that you and I see doing Marion games that was the all-time leading scorer at Greencastle in Brody Whitaker. By the way, this reminder, you can watch the Marion women right now over on Comcast Xfinity, cable channel 81, or you can't. You're watching us now.
Not after they won, you can't. Man, they're good.
They defeated Taylor tonight. Put back is good by Scrafton. Means Jan and I have a Monday engagement with the Marion women.
Love it. Keep winning. Keep winning.
Steps called against McCray.
Well, Marion University, boys or girls, when they win, they win.
And, of course, Danville's a bit partial to the Marion University program.
Oh, yeah.
Ella Collier on the women's side. I think of Ben Stevens, fantastic football player from Danville that done some great things for Coach Henniger at Marion.
Well, you mentioned in that sectional 25, you got Crawfordsville, Tri-West, and Danville, top three.
Dawson, is he tied up? Yes. Arrow keeps it here. And the good news is for Danville in sectional 25, Crawfordsville and Tri-West drew each other.
Right.
And they're in the opposite half of the
bracket.
bracket.
That'll be a really good game. Crawfordsville, I think you mentioned, has its chance to win its first sectional in a long time.
8 years. All right, 3.8 left to go. Lawrence got his hands on it. It was touched last by McCray. Danville will have a chance to inbound one more time with 1.6 seconds left in the quarter. Collier's kind of taking a beating out there right now for Avon. Throw it up, tipped away, and that's the end of the quarter. The inbounder missed Ruggles, open in the corner that time for the Warriors. Avon's lead is 11, going to the final quarter of this regular season. Final 8 minutes comes your way next on ISC and MyIndy.TV.
At Forum Credit Union, we know strong communities invest in education. That's why the Forum Foundation has given over $800,000 to local educators and students pursuing their collegiate dreams. Learn how Forum gives back at forumcu.com. At Forum Credit Union, we provide smart ways to borrow money for life's planned and unplanned expenses. We also have fun, easy ways to save money. See how Forum can help you with your financial goals at forumcu.com.
Oh, baby! That got me awake.
The worm has turned in Logansport.
Look at that play.
The lob underneath, and if you don't get any picture perfect more than that.
That young man will be glad that our cameras were here for tonight's contest. Want to say a special hello to Larry and Marilyn Haney, who are watching the game tonight. They're good people. They got relatives in Lanesville. They got to be all right. Appreciate them watching tonight's contest.
They have to be phenomenal people.
That's right. 63-52. Avon the ball in an 11-point lead.
Much better offense for Danville in that third period. 18 points, their largest production of points at this ball game.
Avon right at their average in terms of a per game basis. Who touched it last? Danville did.
Yeah, you know, the good news for Danville is the fact they're still within striking distance. Now they've got to find some stops and make up the points. Avon, can they close? It's been their issue. We highlighted that in the opening. Have lost 5 games with less than 5 points. Can they close this one?
Dawson lays it up. Nope, missed it. McCray got just enough of it. Now the Orioles in the open floor. McCray from 16.
Oh, no.
And then Lawrence and Ruggles fighting for the loose ball. A break for Avon. Take a look here. Some of the Danville fans wanted to travel.
Oh,
McCray
no.
on the oop as we come back to action.
In the air.
And
In the air, he switched hands and made it.
He's got 33.
Wow. I can only dream of doing that.
Foul on Daniel Eck.
They have ran some really nice out-of-bounds plays for him. He's not been able to connect on a couple of them, but, man, that one was pretty. He's so quick off the ball.
17 fouls, so Lawrence will shoot 1 plus the bonus.
You know, if you try to really guard him up close, he's so quick, he just gets around you, so you got to give him some room.
Lawrence now 13 of 18 from the free throw line this season, the 6'7" sophomore.
He hit free throws. He hit 2 at North Putnam to seal the victory for Danville on that big night. They come from behind.
And North Putt knocked off Danville last year.
They did.
North Putt, perhaps the favorite in their 2A sectional this year. Southmont again, who's had a really good year, is there as well. Southmont has not won a sectional since 1994, since the one class days.
You know, we may see a lot of that this year in the boys. A lot of names we haven't seen for a while. Danville picking up the man-to-man here.
Lomax will pull from 16 and full wide of the rebound. What kind of hybrid zone that time by Danville. Ruggles is trying to get free. Missed it. Ruggles was 16 tonight. He averages 21 a game. Chavis.
Oh, he almost made the wrong pass. Good thinking on his part. This big possession right here for Avon.
And that'll be a foul on Fullwider. 15 foul against Danville.
Avon in the half court is not moving near as well as they were early. Take a look. Here's the dribble drive. That's even in my repertoire foul.
So Fullwider and McMahon each with 4 for Danville. Fullwider stays on the floor. McMahon currently sitting. Ruggles knocks that one to the Avon bench. And speaking of McMahon, he'll come back in. They'll bring him back with 6:23 left to play.
I believe Avon drew the bye, did they not, in their sectional?
Did.
Yeah.
Foul on Dawson, which will be his third. And Terre Haute North has 20 wins in that sectional. They get to host the sectional. They do not play the level of competition, no longer being in the mix that they once did. And apparently they suffered a rather unfortunate injury earlier this week as well.
That's too bad. Boy, injuries can just come at the worst time for ball clubs.
Spot up 3 that does not go. McMahon.
Tough pass.
Not sure where that was trying to go. It ended up going off the head of Evan Lawrence. It works its way to Scrafton for a high arcing 3 that goes up and over the backboard.
Well, neither team lighting it up right now. And what that tells you, this is anybody's ball game. While Avon continues that comfortable lead, you've got to finish here if you're Avon.
It's like boxing one here for Danville. Yep. So Scrafton is shadowing McCrae's every move. And it's a zone defense against the rest. Moore for 3.
And that's what you got to do. If they're going to put all the emphasis on one player, other guys have got to step up and hit some shots.
Moore 38% from the line from the three-point line this season. Lead at 15. Again, it's been there a couple of times tonight. McMahon trying to answer. Not that time.
Danville's in trouble here. Avon hit something here. They're in some trouble.
McCrae trying to beat that half-court set down the floor. In a tough spot. Lomax got bumped. Good move by the sophomore.
Yeah, it really was. He fakes the high shot, the three-pointer, recognizes there's some room there in the lane, forces Danville to come from backside. Good decision on the sophomore's part.
Tonight's game presented in part by Indiana State University. Supporting more students with world-class teaching, a 4-year graduation guarantee, and $3,000 to support learning opportunities outside the classroom. So Lawrence with 3 fouls.
Avon misses another free throw. Good thing for a huge lead because they have not lit it up from the free throw line.
Lomax connects there. He's a 60% shooter. He's got 4 points for the game.
It's now or never for Danville. They've got to get some stops, and they've got to be efficient.
Dawson juggles, catches, scores. He's got a dozen.
Now you got to get some stops if you're Danville. See if they go back to the box and 1 here again.
Eck couldn't hang on to it.
That's pretty good defense by Danville. I thought it pretty good help side by Lawrence.
Scrafton got behind the defense. McCrae, a volleyball spike. And then somehow keeps his balance, draws a foul. and McCray will go to the other end to shoot free throws.
Watch this play here. McCray gets way up there, comes down, somehow gets the ball, stays in bounds, and does about 5 really good things in one play.
As a sophomore in this game, he had one of our top 10 plays of the year with a dunk.
I can believe it.
As a 5'10 sophomore. And McCray's got 34.
Just an amazing night. He's an amazing young man, does so many things. He just is that young man who just seems to always enjoy what he's doing, whatever sport it is.
I think he'll find a basketball all-star game or two to play in before then focusing on football starting in June.
I would not want to be the defensive man assigned man-to-man to him.
Ruggles got bumped in midair, and Ruggles will shoot 2. Tonight's game on ISC, presented in part by Train to Perform and Isaac Lockley. Isaac is a former Division I assistant coach who is now dedicating his time to training basketball players of any skill level, from those just learning the game to current pros. Sessions take place at Best Choice Fieldhouse in Fishers. Email Isaac at traintoperformhoops@gmail.com to find out more. Ruggles goes 1 for 2. It's rare that he missed one. He's an 88% free throw shooter. McCray, not that time. Dawson left that one as well.
That's just kind of been the storyline of the night, hadn't it been? They've just not been able to get some key buckets at key times they should have probably had.
Lomax, the floater. And it's a 17-point game. McMahon, not that time. But there's Dawson.
Well,
easy to see why he averages 7 rebounds a game.
Yep.
Lomax got it.
Well, Danville's just not getting the stops. They're just continuing to allow Avon to find really deep penetration. That's, for the most part, been the storyline all night long.
Ruggles up and under, got hit. Ruggles will shoot 2 more. Well, again, the news for Danville is that they don't have to worry about playing a team with this level of athleticism until they would get pretty deep into the 3A tournament. Again, both Crawfordsville and Tri-West own a victory over Danville this year. They're on the other side of the bracket.
I don't really think, Greg, it's so much the loss for Danville. I kind of think more it's how they lost today. They were capable of doing some things I don't think they got to accomplish. And that, I think, might be a little more disappointing than just the loss. And that being said, I think Avon has really played pretty well tonight. And how could we got to remember Nick Walker and the hot hand he had. Wow, did he come off shooting the ball.
17 in the first half, 20 for the game. Walker is back out there now.
That's huge.
In fact, all 4 Avon seniors are on the floor together. I'd imagine they'll get another minute or 2, and then it's curtain call time for this group. And can McCray get to 40? He's sitting on 35. No 5-second count being applied. He's content to pound the pavement for a bit. Goes right by McMahon and scores. There's 37 for McCray.
He's just a matchup problem man-to-man.
Ruggles the 3.
And really, when Avon came out and started hitting those threes, that nullified any zone opportunity they were going to have.
McCray blocked. Ruggles with the block. Full wider at the other end, scores it. 77-65.
There's a lot of points for Avon.
And not the most we've seen them score on ISC this year.
No, that's true. Good point.
That can top that with one more bucket. Timeout taken by Avon. It'll be a full timeout. Let's take it with them. 2:13 left to go in this regular season. Orioles lead by 12. Presented by Endeavor Communications. You're watching on ISC and MyIndy TV.
At Ball State University, we welcome you as a learning partner from day one. Our students bring creativity and determination to each aspect of the learning experience, from the classroom to the community. At Ball State, we help students turn an emerging passion into an enduring purpose. Our beautiful campus, welcoming environment, immersive learning, and collaborative culture provide the ideal place for you to pursue your journey to a fulfilling career and a meaningful life. We fly. Are you ready to fly?
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.
So Avon to inbound the basketball. Walker has made 6 threes, misses that one. Ruggles collects a rebound. Dawson, full wider. Collins missed it.
It's been that kind of a night for Danville.
It's been just enough of those.
Yeah.
They've scored 65 points, but it's been just enough shots like that that are the difference in this contest.
Just a few of those. They haven't shot free throws real well. Just a few turnovers in basketball. That equals a 10-point difference, and that's about what we have, 10 to 12 now.
McCray. One more keep away here from Avon at this point.
Well, if you're Avon, you got to feel good about this. It's been kind of a tough year. They came off a win at Martinsville, but they lost 3 of their 4 before that. That lost to Noblesville by 2 at Noblesville was a tough one. But just been that kind of year. So this has got to, for Avon, this has got to make you feel kind of good to just have a solid game, especially on senior night.
So as Walker goes to the free throw line for 1 plus the bonus, this reminder, basketball fans, do your insurance business with a basketball guy. Call Ryan Owens of Allstate Insurance on the south side of Indy at 317-802-1550 or simply search for the Owens Agency on Facebook. You're always in good hands with Ryan Owens and Allstate.
Well, the biggest output, I think, this year is 82. The Park Tudor, let's see if they're going to hit that.
3 for McMahon.
No, he got up.
That is also a game that we had on the ISC Sports Network. So Avon likes it when we're here.
Yeah, you do.
And we like being here too, thanks to Josh Larson.
Oh, I love coming to Avon. It's been
Good
a while.
Folks, Moore, the layup.
For me, I love coming here.
And of course, any doubt about this game at this juncture is long since decided. Fullwider got fouled. Danville about to empty their bench. Let's thank our friends at State Bank. 11 locations in Hendricks and Boone counties. We bring banking to a whole new level by completely tailoring the way we work together to fit all your needs. State Bank. Banking has never been simpler. Visit online at statebank1910.bank. Well, if you're Danville, I'm not sure you go back and watch the film on this one. You simply put all your attention on beating Greencastle.
Don't you kind of feel like Avon won this more than Danville kind of lost it? Well, they did. Avon played as well as they probably played all year long. Just a big-time win. They come out and shot the lights out. I mentioned early, Greg, you get a feel for this game after a while. The body language was just right for Avon.
By the way, Krishad McCray has been subbed out. So he'll finish his senior night with 37 points. Timeout taken by Avon just to get the other seniors off the floor.
That's a nice thing to do. Well-deserved. Good group of guys for Avon. It goes fast. They may not think so now, but they get my age, it went really fast.
Walker, Gray, and Pepper all exit the game.
And they'll remember that A, it was senior night, B, at home, and C, they beat one of their rivals. It means a lot, it really does.
Jack Keith in for the first time for Avon. And this is Rashad Bethley. Couldn't get the bucket to go. Just a matter of what the final score is going to be at this juncture. Danville will finish 17-5. Avon gets to 8-15 to end their season. Avon won a sectional 3 years ago. Their only one since 2002. Duke lays it up and in. Ethan Duke, the senior. Avon needs to get this ball in the front court, and that'll be the end of festivities tonight. Well, Avon never trailed this evening. They led by double digits for a good chunk of the game. They win going away, 81-67, and the postseason is officially here. Stay tuned. Post-game show comes your way next, presented by Endeavor Communications. You're watching on ISC and MyIndy.TV.
At Forum Credit Union, we know strong communities invest in education. That's why the Forum Foundation has given over $800,000 to local educators and students pursuing their collegiate dreams. Learn how Forum gives back at forumcu.com. At Forum Credit Union, we provide smart ways to borrow money for life's planned and unplanned expenses. We also have fun, easy ways to save money. See how Forum can help you with your financial goals at forumcu.com.
Of the literally thousands, check that, hundreds, check that. Okay, some sports card shows that are out there in the world. The Andy and Bruno show is the one you should watch, because we have Andy, who's been there and done that, everything in the hobby, and is now a mogul.
Mogul.
Yes.
And we have a guy, Bruno, he talks too much. I can't help it.
Watch the Andy and Bruno show and hear me talk too much.
Yes, and hear me smile.
We are officially to the postseason here on ISC and MyIndy.TV on senior night. Avon impressive to say the least. They win by a score of 81-67. Rashawn McCray with 37, Nick Walker with 22. For Danville, Brady Ruggles with 22, Tyler Dawson 14, and 13 for Brayton McMahon. Greg Rakestraw, Jan Bozier with you. Jan, your thoughts on Avon with a finishing kick going to sectional number 12.
Well, McCray puts on a storybook senior night, but no doubt for me that Nick Walker was the difference maker in this Avon ball club tonight. How he came out and supplemented him was a huge, huge help. And if they can get a little more of that balance in tournament play, you said it, I said it, this Avon ball club needs to be reckoned with.
It's all about is the three going down for Avon.
That's true. That's true.
You know what, McCray's jump shot may vary, but his ability to beat virtually any defender off the dribble, that's going to continue. I think that's the case in sectional number 12. They'll see some teams with maybe some more length that Danville had to offer tonight. But if the jump shots are falling, Avon can hang with the teams in that sectional and with many teams across central Indiana. With that, we'll take this quick timeout. We'll come back as our post-game show continues on next here on ISC and MyIndy.TV.
Indianapolis, the heart of college basketball. And each March, home to the Horizon League men's and women's basketball championships. 8 teams look to reach the horizon and punch their tickets to the NCAA tournament at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum. Semifinal action takes place Monday, March 7th, and Horizon League champions are crowned Tuesday, March 8th. Visit horizonleague.com/Indy for more information and to score your tickets today.
Want lightning-fast internet speed? Choose Endeavor. Go from slow to whoa. From last to fast. And wait to great. Endeavor Communications is bringing the fastest internet speed in Indiana to your town. So you can download huge files in a flash. Stream videos at blazing speeds. And game online faster than you thought possible. Think fast and contact Endeavor Communications today at join.weendeavor.com.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not going to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISC Sports Network.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Brady,
hello!
Did it again.
Hello!
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello!
There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
The Avon Oriole, it looks menacing. It's smiling, given how the team played tonight. 81-67 on senior night, and Avon a winner over their county rivals in Danville. Tonight's game on ISC and MyIndy TV, presented in part by Bailey and Wood Mortgage Lender, Indiana's hometown mortgage lender. By Ball State University, Ball State, we fly. By Endeavor Communications, frustration-free internet, phone, and managed IT solutions, WeEndeavor.com. By the Indy Card Exchange, Indiana's source for vintage and modern sports cards. By State Bank, banking has never been simpler with State Bank. By Wabash College, visit Wabash College today at wabash.edu. And by WGU Indiana, where ambition never rests. Jan, what are your takeaways from tonight that both these teams can apply going to the sectional next week?
I think to your point, you said this earlier about Danville. They just forgot. They got to forget about this one, and because they play Greencastle on the 2nd. That's not very many days. That's a very winnable game. A team that beat them last year, and they can make some serious noise. I think that they talk about some things that they've got to do a little bit better, getting it inside, play inside, outside, and just use the bigs a little more. They got the outside shooting. I thought for the most part the outside shooting was okay tonight. So just forget about this one. Concentrate, and it's a winnable sectional for them.
And if you're Avon, you're almost upset you're not playing until Friday.
That's exactly right.
Now, you'll always take the bye, but given how you shot it tonight, you want to play quicker than in 7 days, then make a trip to Terre Haute North next Friday.
Yeah, that's a great point. Honestly, Avon, I want to play tomorrow because I just want to keep the flow going. They know they've got the big guy, the big-time player. Once again, if they can get that support cast to help him like they did tonight, look out, Avon fans. They can win some games.
We'll take this quick timeout. We'll come back with our final awards of the regular season, our Wabash College play of the game, our player of the game, and our WGU Indiana sub of the game. It all comes your way next from Avon High School. Orioles win by 14. Presented by Endeavor Communications on ISC and MyIndy TV.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Here for the dreamers, the ones who dare to dream big. Here for the doers, the ones who don't just talk about it. Here for the leaders, the ones with a vision for tomorrow. Here for the makers, the ones that get it done with pride. We're State Bank, an Indiana bank providing our style of high-performance, personalized banking since 1910. State Bank, here for you, every step of the way.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you
go.
go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
That is Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa! Brewer jams it home. That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net. A little fireworks in the first half.
Throw it up for Tillman.
Oh, my goodness. 122-6-0 for Penn.
What a swim. Six of them.
We are on to the second season as of Tuesday night. We'll talk about that coming up in a matter of moments here from the Andy Moore Gymnasium. Avon beats Danville 81-67. Time to hand out our post-game hardware. We start with our Wabash College high-value play of the game. What Krishan McCray bucket are we going to choose for tonight's play of the game? I'm sure Daniel Eck would say, hey, what about my left-handed dunk? Well, how about that one from Krishan McCray? because he had several whirling dervish finishes at the rim, as on the senior night, the newest member of the 1,000-point club at Avon totaled 37 points.
Yeah, he got all 10s on the degree of difficulty on that one.
Well, not surprisingly, he is also going to be our player of the game as well. Again, Kershawn missed his first 4 free throws. He didn't miss any more for the remainder of the evening. He would finish the game with 14 consecutive makes from the line. Didn't have any misses from the field either.
No, he just really kind of just led this ball club as he has, and just everybody fed off his energy, not to mention all his points.
And again, folks, this is his second sport. He's going to play football at the Division I level in the Mid-American Conference at Kent State University. I got to think there might be an ask about playing basketball at some point in time for the Golden Flashes as well. Of course, his basketball days aren't over with just yet, as Avon hopes to make a tournament run in a relatively open Sectional 12 this year.
Yeah, I think both these teams play in a potential winnable sectional. Few things have to go their way, but both teams have that capability of taking home a trophy in the sectional.
Well, while Krishan McCray had 37 to lead all scorers tonight, we do have a WGU Indiana sub of the game, and that was Jordan Lomax. He had a 3 in the first half. He had 8 points in total. Again, he's got starters numbers, comes off the bench, especially on senior night. I thought Lomax did some really good things late in the game.
Yeah, I thought he was a big piece of the puzzle. The more they can get out of him, and his confidence just continues to grow, he's a huge asset to this ball club.
So these teams, again, we've given you their postseason destination. Danville heads to Frankfort for sectional number 25. Avon heads to Terre Haute North for sectional number 12. Jan and I and Mike Broughton and Pete Smith and our entire ISC Sports Network crew, we are going to North Central. We are camping out there, as we have done now for the last 4 years, for sectional number 10. It includes Tech, Cathedral, North Central, Lawrence North, Warren Central, Attucks, and Lawrence Central. You've got 5 different teams that have been ranked in the top 10 at some point in time this season. You have the city champ, you have the county champ, you seemingly have Division I talent on every team. We're beginning to break down sectional number 10.
Yeah, I'll tell you, and every year we do that, it's like a junior state championship, if you will, because every team is so talented, and to win that is unbelievable.
Absolutely right. So again, the fun starts on Tuesday night. Our first game is Attucks and Lawrence North. And a reminder, C.J. Gunn will not play on Tuesday for Lawrence North because of receiving 2 technical fouls in the victory against Hamilton Southeastern this past Tuesday. Partner, a pleasure as always. See you tomorrow at Gamebridge Fieldhouse.
About 12 hours from now.
For Jan Bozier and our entire ISC Sports Network crew, this is Greg Rakestraw. Good night from Danville. Tonight's game presented by Endeavor Communications. Orioles win by 14. Thanks for watching on ISC and My Indy TV. Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds.
Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it.
Get a layup to take it. And an and one.
Hi, I'm Query.
And I'm Schultz.
And of course, we do the incredibly creatively and appropriately named Query and Schultz program every Monday on ISC Sports Network. Derek, it airs at what time?
7:30.
Okay, every Monday at 7:30. We're now on season number 2, and if history tells us anything, catch us now, because you never know when they pull the plug on it.
Why would you say that?
Because it's happened
That's not going to happen here. Comcast, Xfinity 81, ISCSportsNetwork.com, ISC Sports Network, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, so many places to watch Query and Schultz, 7:30 on Monday.
Shot at the buzzer. She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Hello!
Did it again.
Hello!
Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello! There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Your life is on the go. Now your viewing habits can be on the go. With the ISC Sports Network app, Your team is at your fingertips. You can download years' worth of content from the ISC Sports Network library. High school, college, special events, weekly and monthly shows, wherever you find your favorite app. And you can always find out more information at iscsportsnetwork.com.